Hello, anybody home? Do we have sound now? Have we got sound now? Is there something I'm not doing? It should be working now. I want to believe it's working now.
I fixed the box.
Yo, what's going on? Tell me if you can hear me. Because I had a problem with the sound. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, type in the chat that you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Daniel? Can you hear me? What up, people? Can you hear me? Tell me if you can hear me, because I have a problem with the sound today. I just broke my microphone trying to fight a spider outside. Can you imagine? See this kind of life. Yeah, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear? Can anybody hear me? Yes! Perfect. Thank you. Because I broke my last microphone trying to fight a spider outside, and then it just wouldn't work again, and I've had to stop it like 2-3 times. Yo, what's going on? We're isolating, and we are absolutely loving it. We're absolutely loving it. One thing I can tell people is that people are saying, man, look at that weather. I can't believe it's 17:30, 5:30, and the sun is still out. What do you mean the sun is still out? When you guys were moping about outside, when you guys have freedom to move about. Hey, what's up, Taiwo? IkwerreGirl Acheru. When you guys are monkeying about outside, the entire atmosphere was polluted. Now everybody's on lockdown. We got good weather. If they release you people now, yeah, you spoil the sun. You spoil the sun, oh. The spider win. Then the spider won because I ended up breaking my last microphone. See, anything about all these creepy things here, I can't stand them. I can't stand them at all. It's just too much. I used to ask people, I love winter more than the summer, only because in the winter there's no bugs. They come out, they freeze their butts off, but in summer, every single Tom, Dick, and Harry will just be creeping into your house. See the way I was fighting a bee today, you think that it was lion that entered my house. No. So yeah, we good. Some people, they just like to oppress. I've been seeing some people's pictures on Facebook. They started homeschooling for their kids. They have timetable from 9. On our well done, oh. We've not done anything. On Monday, you know what we did? We watched Madagascar, part 1, part 2, and part 3. Today we watched Finding Nemo, and we've been jumping about playing. we know the home learning anything for now. Yeah, for now we're just chilling. We're trying to understand the situation. Besides, I'm not ready to stress myself here. So for now, we're doing other kinds of learning. Yeah, we're not going to do maths and the rest of them. If I go and ask my son 9 times 9, he will tell me the answer. If I ask the other one, the small madam that is the boss of everybody, if I ask her ABC, the A to Z, because that's her level, she will read it. So chill. At the end of the day, besides, we live in a country where don't take me seriously, yeah. We live in a country where they don't do exam in this country like us, that every term you do exam. Then third term, that's when you pass to the next year. Besides, inside that one term, you do exam. No, sorry, what's it called? You do test. You do test every week. Then inside that every week test, you still do homework every weekend kind of thing. So you're being tested, and if you don't pass, you will fail, and they'll still call the reports inside the class. But in this country, right, they do exams like 3 times. So whether we homeschool or we don't homeschool, we are all passing to the next class. So I beg, you can leave me, I beg. I don't have power. I don't have power. We're just catching phone for now. We are bonding and we are catching up for the lost times. You understand? And as a black parent, a proudly black parent, proudly black African parent, someone was saying, hey, how are you going to manage, with the kids being in the house and stuff like that? How are you going to cope? I'm like, what are you talking about? This is the best time in my life. This is the time to reset them. You understand? All those monkeying about monkey business that we don't understand where it's coming from. We don't know whether it's the teacher. We don't know whether it's the interaction with Oyibo people with them. I remember, what's he called now? When my son started school, he's about 4 years old, and it was his second day in school, right? I was like, go put your plate in the kitchen, and he's like, you can't tell me what to do. I can't tell you what to do. For 2 days, you started going to school. So for me, yeah, as they say, every disappointment is a blessing. We're in the house now. I'm going to reset everybody. We start from beginning, so that by the time you go to school, you remember, you've been reminded of who you are. Because sometimes, yeah, these children, they forget who they are. Especially that my small girl. I'm telling that my small girl. Sometimes I'm like, it's like you don't know who I be. Oh. You don't know who I be. You understand? Jokes apart, yeah. But this is the time. If you have kids, it's time to have that influence on your children. See the person. See. This is the time for you to have influence on your children and stuff like that, and give them the best so that they can. It's like you're setting them up to go back out there, and instead of them coming back from school after this period to be influenced by the people out there, they might have clearly have spent enough time with you to influence their mates and their peers out there and stuff like that. Because some random nonsense they come back from school with, I'm like, seriously, man, we don't do that here. You want to hear me? We don't do that here, okay? Just leave that business in school. So this is the time for us to reset the system. You know what I mean? I don't have to go further. If you don't know what I mean, send me inbox. I'll tell you what it means to reset somebody. So I saw a post by someone, my very good friend, Humphrey Kelechi. Yo, what? Hey, Wajiri. Bros, I'm loyal. I'm loyal. Igwe. So, so I saw a post on Facebook, and the person was like, they've been told in Nigeria actually. They've been told to work from home. Been told to work from home in Nigeria. The person was like, how can you tell us to work from home? And I've never read something that made so much sense like that. So yeah, the rest of the world, the rest of the Western world are working from home, yeah? Hey, Mike, what's up? Mike, I salute. Greetings, sir. You understand? The rest of the world are working from home, and the Nigerian government is telling people to work from home. This reminds me of a saying, what they call an adage I heard from someone, and I'll explain why I'm using this adage. They say, and please don't feel insulted because I'm being quite straightforward. I'm a Nigerian, I've lived in Nigeria, so now they talk here. This saying says, when then they pursue fine animal for inside bush, pig safe, they follow them, they run. You understand? I'll say it again. When then they pursue fine animal for inside bush, pig safe, they run. You know what that means, right? When the rest of the world are saying they're working from home, Nigerian government is trying to impose working from home. Hey, Kimba, what's up? You understand? Like, okay, you want them to work from home. Do they have free internet? Or do they have unlimited internet to work from home? Do they have unlimited phone lines and phone calls? Do they have lights? You understand? And literally, the Nigerian government is about to ban generators. So they don't have lights, and they can't even use their generator in peace. You understand? And why should they even use their personal generator? How much are you paying them? So at the end of the day, we're not saying Nigerians should go to the office. Just give them holiday. Because at the end of the day, June 12 happened, you created holiday. The other one happened, you created holiday. This one happened, just give them holiday. Because what's the point? Don't put somebody under pressure, tell them to work from home, unless you want to increase their salary. So as much as you're telling them to work from home because you say the work must go on, increase their money so that they can pay for internet, they can pay for life, they can pay for everything. See, a lot comes with it. Like, let's not just jump and fool everybody. People need to stay at home, no doubt about it. They need to work. But if you don't have the facilities to work from home, how are you going to do it? Just tell them to stay in the house, and it's simple. I'm just saying what the person wrote on Facebook, and I'm totally agreeing with the person because it makes a whole lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Now, the other thing with the lockdown, where a lot of Africans are going to struggle a lot. Before I go to Africa, let me talk about my country, because people think that the West is the best. You see, this is our England there. I don't know, people that their names start with B, it's just a problem. Buhari, Boris, no difference. So now we hailing the guy that, oh, finally, after telling us we're going to do the herd method, everybody should just get sick at once. I won't close down the school. Finally, the guy has agreed, yeah, to close down the schools and everything and shut it down. So we're all in the house. Guess what? The airport is still open. People are still flying in from Asia, from China, from Italy and all that. So why are we locked down when you're still bringing sickness into the country, potentially? Do you understand? It doesn't make sense. The first thing you do is to shut down the borders, shut it down. Or you have, like Ghana, you get people waiting at the airport. You come out from that airport, you go into 14 days quarantine, we test you. When we know you're clear, you go home. What's the point of letting people? And trust me, this is not just gist, because I had somebody who their brother works in Stansted Airport, and they confirmed that flights are still coming in from all these countries. People are still coming in. There's no testing. There's not. People are just coming in. So while you're telling us to stay in the house, you're polluting the air. It's always making me feel like it give be like say another thing. You get another thing where they won't do. You understand? Now back to my country, right? I feel for not just Nigeria. I feel for African countries, developing countries in general. Because it's going to be tough. It's really, really going to be tough. At least out here they got like benefit systems and a few things they put in place to help people that don't have food or don't have stuff to help themselves. So that's good. But like in Africa, these things are not there. I mean, we can't even account for our citizens. Like how many people are there? You understand, It's just, I don't know, yeah. God just has to help us. Korokoro is catching quite a lot of big men out there. If Korokoro came, like the spirit of death back in the days of Egypt, to catch certain people, and let Korokoro just catch those people quick, so that the rest of the normal people like me and you, Mike, Kimba, and the rest of them, we can just get on with our business for the day, because at the end of the day, yeah, it's not looking good. I can just imagine You know, the first thing that came to my mind, no disrespect to anybody, yeah. When I thought about Nigeria and the lockdown, I thought about that woman I used to buy bole and fish from at uh, Obunabali Junction. You know, when you come from Garrison like this, before you cut into Obunabali, if you're going to Transamadi, yeah, you cut into Obunabali. There's one woman that used to sell bole and fish near one pharmacy. And opposite there, they sell music, they sell tapes. I think about someone like that, you know. Before I left Nigeria, she used to tell me how she did that to train her children. She was selling that bole and fish to train her children. Now, there's many people like that in Nigeria. You want to lock them down, right? You want to lock them down. What is going to be their fate? I can just imagine railway, D-line railway now, lockdown, no access to bole and fish. It's not even just no access to bole and fish, right? It is the people that sell it, that's their livelihood. What are they going to do? You understand, a lockdown. So it's not just, I mean, fine, it's good that the government is putting a lockdown in African countries, but also they need to put something in place to help the people. Honestly, I insist that they should put something in place to help the people. You understand? And it's a shame that at the time and the years when Nigeria had so much money, there was so much money. Even up to now, we still have money. These were the times when they should have built the best hospitals, they should have built the best everything, they should have put the best everything in place. Because trust me, my country, Nigeria, right? Nigeria has a lot of money, enough money for you to thief enough for you to your fourth generation, but still help the people. Sadly, we got people that don't do anything for anybody. They don't want to take without help. You can help and take. Personally, if you put me in a position, I will chop, but I will still help. You understand? Because I don't want to chop and quench now. It's not right. You have to let it cycle. But it's just sad that we had the opportunity to put all these things in place so that if there was any crisis, if there was sickness or anything, we have hospitals ready. I can just imagine a situation where this thing hits Nigeria hard. Which hospital they now? Where you want to go? When before you go to the hospital, they're asking you bring 50,000 naira for registration or bring 100K for your hospital card. You understand? People are saying, oh, test. We need to test people. Can you afford the test kit for the COVID-19? Can you afford the test kit for the COVID-19? You understand? So my heart really goes out, you know. I know they did National Prayer Day and stuff like that. I tell you, I didn't want to be a part of it. It's not like I'm an antichrist or anything, right? But I thought about Nigeria, not just Nigeria. I use Nigeria because I'm Nigerian. Yeah, forget the Jege. I'm Nigerian, right? I use Nigeria as a point of contact, and I prayed. I said, God, help people in developing countries, because at the end of the day, they don't have anybody to help them. They literally, in the Western world, we have a government that can help us. Whether they choose to help us or not is not the issue, but we have a system in place that can help us. Maybe poor decisions and poor policies will put us in crisis. When people are complaining, somebody in America is complaining, you don't get wahala. You just have somebody in position that is not making the right choices. But in Nigeria, there's nothing. There's no help. You know, so when they did the National Prayer Day on Sunday, my prayer was like, God, remember people in developing countries, because at the end of the day, what are they going to do? Yeah, my prayer was, God, remember the reasonable people, because there's a bunch of idiots out there that are saying, Corona in the club. I'm thinking, who are these people? So, please let's take this thing seriously, yeah? You know, I know we have our livelihood, but let's be safe. The other thing I wanted to say about Niger people, Niger people, you know what? You have an advantage that we here, we don't have. You see, trust me, our ancestors, Wakanda! No, seriously, I have to put a joke in here every now and then, because it's the humor that keeps us going. Our ancestors, right, we've been fighting things like this for a long time. You understand? So as much as you're sanitizing your hands and you're staying safe, you got the ultimate advantage. Number one, this virus cannot stand heat. It's not like the virus will die. It doesn't do well in heat. You already got the heat in Nigeria. Keep the heat going. See, in my house, I've been cooking left, right, center, burning the heat in. I want my house is like fire. I don't want to hear any pain, because these days we're hearing that the virus potential is airborne, and we don't know about it being airborne. We don't know if it's true. So as I dare here now, I just catch the thing though. God, Jesus. So keep your heat going. Yeah, you got the heat number one advantage. Number two, whether you like it or not, potentially you will come into contact with this virus. But the people that the virus is knocking down is those that have a health need, those that have some sort of like your immune system is not high enough. Hey, I dare Nigeria now, ugu leaf, periwinkle, shrimps, all those kind of things. I will just be eating them in excess. You understand? Sour soup, fruits that we used to go and thief when we were in primary school. You understand? If we have all these things, mango, opioro, especially opioro mango. You understand? Guava, all those things. Like, have your fruits. Wash them first before you eat it. These things will help you. Let me break it down for you. When I was a child, right, and I need to go and find out from my mother, whenever we went to the village, which was hardly, as we just enter our back here, sickness would just start. You understand? When we enter, eggshell for mineral, there you go. These are the people that have PhD, the smart ones. When we just enter the village of Bakri, right, sickness will start. You know what my grandmother, blessed memories, would do? She will mix one concoction like that, not to drink, mix it inside bucket, it will have stick, different kind of thing, and one awful smell. Just bath that one bucket of water. The sickness will disappear instantly. I don't know what that thing is called. I have to ask my mother what that thing is. Now scratch that because we don't know what it is and the person that used to make it has died. Maybe I have to call my ancestor so she can visit me in my dream and tell me. We had abo, you know abo, dogonyaro, lemongrass. You mix it. This thing used to work better than chloroquine. These things will help you. I'm not saying when you have COVID 19, you should go and drink it and not go to hospital. I'm saying no, if you're showing symptoms, go to the hospital. But I'm saying that what can you do in the meantime to raise your immune system up? Eat well, stay healthy, exercise if you have to, keep your body healthy. At the end of the day, think about it, it's like flu. You go outside in winter and stuff like that. There's some people that once the flu just do pam, they die. You understand? But there's some people that they will just ask you and that's it. Because their immune system is quite high. So this is the advantage you lots have in Nigeria and in Africa. You have access to these natural products that you can do. See, if I was in Nigeria right now, the way I would just go and harvest lemongrass and pack in my house. Every day I would just be mixing it and be drinking, mixing it. Right here in the UK, you know what I'm doing? Every morning, I line the children up on myself. I get my honey, I got my lemon, I get all those things, ginger, everything, mix everything together, boil it, and we drink it. That's our early morning pepper soup. Yeah. That's our early morning pepper soup, and they know it. Sometimes I forget. They're like, "Mommy, where's our lemon tea?" Because you have to do what you have to do. What is WHO saying? Get your vitamins up, get your everything up right now. So the truth of the matter is, you can take your precautions here, but the odds are you will come in contact with this virus. You probably even have already come in contact with it. But it's your immune system and whatever is going on in your health that will determine. So you go there. If you're in Africa, you get your cashew, you get your soursop, you get your lemongrass, your abo, and all those things. Please just have to drink them. You understand? Drink these things. They will help you. They will help your system. You understand? That heat. Remember that other thing we used to do, right? When you have one kind of malaria that doesn't want to go, they try the chlorine, they try everything, doesn't want to go. Annoying catarrh and cough. They will put menthol or some other things inside bucket, boil it, hot water, put your head inside the bucket, cover it with cloth. By the time you sniff that thing 2 times, you don't high. All the sinuses, everything will go out. Guess what? I'm not a doctor, so please don't quote me. The virus here, you breathe it in, nasal. Heat up the area now. Do these things from time to time and help yourself. You understand? Because if you're waiting for Nigerian government to test kit you, to give you gas mask and all those things, it's probably not going to happen. You understand? So what you can do is do that. And most of all, right, get rid of fear. I say it. There are many things that will kill you in this life. But please, my brother, my sister, let it not be fear. Because just imagine now, people are talking about they reach heaven's gate, they're talking about other things kill them. It's fear that will kill you. Because that fear that you welcome, that's how COVID 19 will just catch you instantly. Don't be afraid. Just take it easy. We've lived in a world for ages and ages and ages, yeah? Mirala Ikini, welcome. You understand? We've lived in a world, in a very polluted earth for a long time where there's been numerous of viruses floating about. You breathe them in, you touch them every day. These things have been there. But what has kept you from being one of those that ended up in the hospital was potentially your immune system was great and you don't have any health concerns. This is one of those things. Stay in your house. Forget about walking about. Now, all those unnecessary waka. Please stay in your house. If you need to go out, go out. But wear your nozzle and protect yourself. Take your Dettol wipes and your hand sanitizers clean. Clean yourself. Remember, now they're saying that it's no longer 48 hours. 10 days, potentially, this virus will stay on surfaces. And not just surfaces, your clothes. It's everywhere. I gave somebody an example. I said hay fever, for instance. Those people that are susceptible to hay fever, right? Once it gets to summer, Uki, Kuyo, those people that are susceptible to hay fever, right? Once summer comes, if you like hide inside your house, once you open your window, that's it. Once you open, you don't even need to go out. Once you open your window during summer, you're gonna catch it. Why? Because you're susceptible to it. Likewise, in this COVID 19, right? There are a lot of people that are already susceptible. Stay inside your house, please. And those of them that are macho man, they are never sick. Stay inside your house as well. But if you do go out, clean your hands. Yeah, avoid what you touch. Yeah, leave side bay alone and side chick and side pem. All those people, just leave them alone for now because you don't know. This is not the time to be going on dating apps or parties and stuff like that. You stay in your house, it won't kill. I don't know why people cannot stay in the house. Like seriously. Your house they smell. If your house they smell, clean your house now. Why can't you stay in your house? Stay in the house. You understand? Stay in the house. Some of us want to live long. Yeah, don't be carrying your sickness and be walking all about, yeah, and spreading this virus. Remember, before I go, yeah, there's different kinds of people, yeah. There's those that carry it and those that are infected. So you might say, oh, I'm not showing any signs, but you might be a carrier. You carry that your carrier and carry it to my house, and you having a laugh. People know, and everybody knows my house right now out of bounds. I don't care who I am. I don't open the door for anybody. Later on, yeah, check my YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go to rush down to YouTube now. IkwerreGirl, sign up. I'm going to upload a video later. I'll show you how I receive the post these days. Like literally, I'm not hanging about. Yeah, I'm not hanging out. I'm just taking every single precautions. And for those who are Christians that like to pray and plead the blood of Jesus, hey, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Let me tell you something you don't know about me. I might sound crazy, yeah? I'm an ordained minister. I've served in churches for years. If experience in church was a company, I would have made chief exec by now. Because I don't pay for church, right? And I got ordination. I even got a degree in theology. You understand? If you want to use the blood of Jesus, yeah, don't just be wasting the blood of Jesus now. Come on. By now, say Jesus don't they lean because you're always pleading it. See how you use the blood of Jesus, right? There's a way you use the blood of Jesus and there's a way you call on God. Because unnecessary prayers, waste of time. I had a very interesting pastor when I was in university, Pastor Moro. This woman smart die, as they say it in Warri. She's very intelligent. You know why? She was an educated pastor. She said she had one sermon where she said, you can pray amiss and you will never get the answer to that prayer. Praying amiss just means that you're praying for the wrong reasons. You're just praying helter-skelter and it's just going scattered everywhere. You understand? I'll teach you how to use prayers. You know when you call on God for something that is beyond your control. You understand? So the first thing you have to do is do the things you've been told to do. Stay inside your house if you can. Wash your hands, sanitize, wear your mask if you have to go out. Do all those things. Then in the midst of all those things you've done, and there's any you call on God because the things you can't see and the things you can't control, that's what He will protect you from. The things you can control and the things you can deal with, what are you calling God for? It's almost like someone who's never written their CV. You never write your CV, they say, God, give me work. Are you having a laugh? You're wasting God's time. You understand? You're wasting His time. There are things you can call on God for the unforeseen, the unknown, the things that you have no control over. He'll help you. Don't ask Him to protect you. Meanwhile, you're going to church and saying, blood of Jesus anointing. You're wasting, all of you die there. You understand? Yeah, when it comes to this, yeah, that's how I talk. Because I'm a Christian and I hate to see people just monkeying about Christianity. You see what happened in South Korea? Church of Jesus. Church of Jesus. Jesus. This guy, when they were saying lockdown, 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 he refused. The Holy Spirit, the anointing will do this, the anointing that breaks every yoke. But you forgot. And all the members that don't read the Bible and are following pastors. Remember the Bible says, don't test the Lord your God. So the fact that God says He will protect you, He will send His angels to protect you so that you don't dash your feet, doesn't mean you should jump down to test whether they can catch you. Like that idiot pastor in South Africa that mixed poison, rat poison, deviating anyway. Back to the South Korean pastor. You know what this guy did? In the midst of the lockdown, they're still having services. And he happens to have the biggest Pentecostal church in South Korea. What happened? Out of the 4,000 cases of positive COVID-19 patients, 60% of them came from one church. You see what I mean? 60%. Now they say they want to try the guy for manslaughter because of course that's what it is. It's not manslaughter. You just kill people for nothing. He's now begging. They should have mercy. Should we have mercy on him? Should we really have mercy on him? You understand? You understand? And then for the rest of them that now are saying donate online, don't worry, I'll go into the tithe one later. Let's leave tithe for now, an offering. But all I want people to see is that at the end of the day, with everything going on, please don't be going to gatherings. If anyone loves this so much, they'll tell you stay in the house. You can stay in the house and tune in and watch an online service. You understand? For those that are looking for ways to get people to pay money from their house, I'm just laughing. This should be an eye-opener that what people are more interested in is your money. The Bible says, bring your offering, bring your tithes into the storehouse so there shall be meat. We've been bringing our tithes and offerings since 19 Kiridim. When are we going to eat the meat inside the storehouse now? You understand? James Ife, welcome James. You understand? When are we going to eat the storehouse food? You understand, these people now, right now in Nigeria, They're locking down. They don't have food to eat. Those old women that can't go about, that can't catch their fish and go and sell at street road market or creek road market, as they call it. Open the storehouse now, church people. Let us share. Instead, you're telling them to give online. I heard this interesting story from Uganda. My friends in Uganda, they've taken this thing to the next level. So since they can't gather, they've been forced not to gather. What they're doing now, they started with the online giving. The online giving, a lot of people are not computer literate. A lot of people are not computer literate, so they can't do the online giving. So the church pastor now, I got the document and everything. I got the video. I have the video, by the way. The pastor now said, since you don't know how to do the online giving, you understand? What we'll do is that their boxes will leave outside the church. Come out to the church, yeah? If we're not having church service, just come to the church and put your money inside that box. If you can't come out to the church as well to give the money, so number one, you can't give online because you don't know how to use internet. Hey, structure rich. Oh me, I just hailed your mother just now. See your life, you missed it. Anyway, since you can't give online and you can't come to the church to put your money inside the box, the man said, just get one carton in your house or one bag. Yeah, create a piggy bank. You know piggy bank, right? A box, put hole inside. Every Sunday, from now to the end of the lockdown, just be putting money inside. Putting money inside. At the end of the period, bring that money back to church. He said, you know what? If you can't wait for the end of the period, if you think that the devil will tempt you to open your piggy bank to spend it, we will send church officials to your house. Every week, every 7 days, we will send people to your house to come and collect that money in the piggy bank. Hey, church people now, wow, I hail on now. You understand? But you know my problem is, with all this happening, people are still doing it. Now, jazz, when are you going to see that they're not interested in you? It's just your money. But anyway, so yeah, my people in Uganda, right? They've created piggy bank. They're putting their money there. Anytime the Holy Spirit tells them they should give money to the church, they put money inside. Anytime they have tithe, they put money inside the piggy bank. Then every 7 days or every 10 days, church officials will go to your house and they'll collect the money. They'll collect the money. So, but you understand. So, but what can I say? It's a sad world. It's a sad world. But yeah. My neighbors don't come out because they go soon to say decrease. Anyway, they already know say I decrease anyway, so who cares? So, like I was saying, people, please stay inside your house. Do whatever you want. There's lots of things you can do in the house. There's lots of things you can do in your house. Don't think about getting fat. Exercise inside your house. There's exercise videos in on YouTube and all that. Do exercise. You understand? We all went to school in Nigeria. Every morning you come by, you say, by the left, right, hands up, shoulders up, sideways, forward, down. All those things are exercise. Touch your toes, touch your toes. You can do those things in the house. You don't need to go outside. Forget about the park. Stay inside. You understand? Besides, a few years ago, you were in church, going from one church to the other. Prayer requests, first fruits. I want a child. I want a child. They've given you the child now. Stay in the house and take care of them. You understand? Stay at home and take care of your children. Who is crying there? Okay. Yeah, stay in the house and take care of your children. Okay? It's your job. You ask for them. Keep them. Don't tell me that you're tired of your grandmother. You're tired of your mother's grandchildren. Take care of your kids, okay? But yeah, that's just my my 2 cents about this Koro period, COVID-19. Stay inside your house, keep safe. If you have to go out, but do mind what you touch, cover your nose and stuff like that. And if you live in Africa, you have the advantage. Go and find lemongrass, abo, all those things. Mix it, drink it, lemon, oranges, fresh ones, fruits, vitamins. Imagine here they're telling us we should take vitamins. Yeah, you don't have access to fruits. Better fruits, the real one, not the one they made inside lab. Because our fruits here, they're all GMO. You know GMO now. So, so you guys have the that advantage. So raise your immune system up by doing what you have to do. As for me, I've been in the house since Thursday last week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 6 days now. And nothing they happen. Nothing they happen. I still have nuts. I still have toilet roll. Still have toilet roll. And I have plantain chips that came today, so I'm fine. And soya pepper, I make my own soya pepper in the house. It's amazing the kind of things you discover. I'm not going out to. I know they come up for this house. When COVID-19 has sent Koro, you know there's sent Koro, Catholic people. I've asked my friend who is a Catholic to explain to me why everything is inside that Catholic religion. Please, Catholics, don't get offended because I just insulted, I just trash talked Pentecostal church and a Pentecostal person. So we're all talking and we're all laughing. So there's Saint Koro inside the Catholic stuff. And Saint Koro was a very angry woman. She likes to unleash doom and gloom. But Saint Koro, they have a day that they have a day that they appease Saint Kuro, and that day is, I think, it's the 14th of May. So everybody, I'm asking my Catholic brethren what to do about these Saint Kuro people. There is a new one. Yeah, I heard there's Hanti virus now. Hanti? No, not Hanti. Hunter virus. I like to call it Hanti. Yeah, so there's Hunter virus these days. That's a new one that's come out in China, and that's been caused by people eating bats and all that stuff. Why the heck do you have to eat bats? I mean, if you want to eat bats, like clean it now. Do you have to eat like a real life bats and stuff like that? What's bats and rodents? Yeah. So we have a few people that have died of Hunter virus, and Hunter virus is the new one. So, but see what I'm telling you, there's loads of viruses killing people every day. After this one, there's the next one. After that, there's the next one. But the most important thing is, what can you do? I find it appalling that right here in the UK, you're locking us down in the house, saying we shouldn't go anywhere. We're taking the safety measures, but all our airports are open. People are coming in from China, from Italy, and all these places. Why are you locking us down when you're polluting the air? That one I don't understand, and I hope that someone will explain to me someday. But yes, Madam don't they cut me eye. Madam, the 4-year-old, she has been cutting me eyes. She's like, what's going on there? She will soon come here and bust this live stream. So my people, let's be wise here. Do what you need to do to stay safe. Keep your immune system up so that you don't get sick. And wash your hands, wash it very well, sanitize and stuff like that. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, rush there now. You know. Rush there and subscribe. So from me to you, yeah, one love, peace. Stay safe, yeah.